wild animals. You'd think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid. Well, believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
And Aurea is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum. And they believed him.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Aurea found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know. But Aurea's not around to explain. She took off, and no one knows why.
Mecha killer machines with indigestion. Yep, sounds legit.
What are these Wericks about, Bergrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Yeah, not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something, and you might get a place. Some Wericks come and go. Some last as long as metal. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, was just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Wericks.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Werick has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this still-forsaken heap of tents. Good location. Ripe for change. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Aurea. A great prophet is coming, they said. I heard prophet.
A great prophet is
That's a
coming.
mistake.
Yep.
Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could really put this place on the map. Or at least on a map.
Who's we?
We?
Me and my daughter. My assistant, Varja. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners. Her mother wanted me to show her a trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, how do I put it?
Women?
No, independent. Look for her at Long Notch, the easternmost Banuk camp.
I want to know more about this daemon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it. Something connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Aurea. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rats. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
Well, now I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak can tell me more about Aurea.
And it was a little bit more exposition than I thought I would get into. Also, you kind of I'm supposed to get a spear somewhere. Is that the spear, dude?
I do not want to hear this talk from you again. Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done. Do you understand?
My chieftain.
Good. Outlander, I suppose you wish to speak?
We'll talk later.
Well, I guess.
That's all you wanted? A greeting? Good. I prefer deeds to words.
Right.
Wait.
Aratak?
I have my hunter's training to oversee.
Okay, we can still talk to you.
There are other
Oh,
Weraks and songs
that's the
too?
wrong one.
Yes. The village has its own life for all Banuk who need trade or shelter. After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite, quick as the bloom between frosts. Perhaps it will last, until the Karja seek war again.
Well,
We'll come back to you.
To your survival.
You do not have, you don't have my poke stick. Excuse me, float. Sorry.
I've never traveled further south than the grave.
Do you have my poke stick? Whoa!
Silenced by rising waters.
you seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood.
Yes, a sudden deluge, without rain or melt to explain it. I'm Leo, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, until it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. My life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
Okay.
So Deep Din is a place and a musical instrument?
Yes. Pipes that carry a perfect tone beneath a sonorous basin. A wondrous edifice the old ones used to carry music far and wide. During the war, my father played the pipes to rally the Banuk against the Karja. I'm the drummer now. But our battles are few and far between. Mostly I play for the joy of it. Or to remember my family. Of course, if the waters don't recede, what's the point of joy? Or remembering?
So the waters came fast.
One day it was dry. The next, the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was flooded. I don't understand it. There was no rain, not even any clouds, and yet the river rose higher than I'd ever seen it. And there it remains.
A flood without rain. That is strange. Where is this place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
Just northwest of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent?
Oh, maybe I just talked to the vendor. Ooh. Yeah, you want a lot of blue-green for those. Insulated and treated with medical oils, this survivalist gear provides slow health recovery over time. Oh my! Okay, well, we don't have enough for any of that. Should not really spend my blue gleam here. Oh, these are all... Well, there's only one of each of these, so we can't technically get them. We'll get those later. Let's go continue on our main story in the base game. I thought I was gonna get a spear here somewhere. Maybe it's this guy. Maybe it's that guy. What are you doing up? Really? Really? I have to climb up there?
When the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small, it was she who led us through the frozen wastes.
Stay out of our way, Outlander. We have enough worries.
Does anybody remember where we get this spear?
No end to the horrors that Dalen is willing to commit against us.
That's all I wanted to come here for. Just get me that spear. Hello, friend.
Quite a view you've got up here.
It's a useful perspective. How fleeting we are when the world is so wide. From up here, you can see how the light paints across the land. Ever changing. That's a lesson. All our marks will pass.
That outlook sounds a little Depressing for a painter?
Haven't met many artists, have you? Song's
Okay,
Edge
fair
needs
enough.
new stories. I scrubbed its past off this rock to start anew, but a new start needs new colors. Fresh pigments, like none have seen.
Oh, we can trade you pigments?
These pigments you want. Where should I look for them?
Salts gather at the edges of geysers and hot pools. Crystals cling to the rocks and cliffs.
I'll see what I can find for you.
Seek out the vibrant ones. A spring of sudden color among snow or rock or metal. That's its own reward, but I'd reward you as well.
You'd better. An infinite grapple rope.
What business?
I guess we're not getting the spare. So let's fast travel to our quest here. Yoink. If only we could all have 1290s and 16900 XTs. Now that you mention it, we're at like 12th gen Intel chips right now, Intel Core. And I'm still using a 8th gen, so I'm 4 gens behind on the CPU. Yikes. I kind of want to upgrade, but also I don't know. DDR5 is still in the early adopter phase in my opinion. And I'd really like to not buy an Intel platform. I want to buy a motherboard that I can carry along with me for a time. So I'm thinking of waiting for 2nd gen AM5. At that point DDR5 should have matured a bit. We should have better kits and whatever teething problems that AM5 and DDR5 and PCIe Gen 5 has are probably resolved. Mostly, hopefully. But that's kind of my strat to wait. I mean, AM5 comes out later this year, I think. So next gen AM5 probably, I don't know, end of year or next year maybe. It's kind of my planned upgrade cycle. To be fair, 12th gen is pretty much the first one to matter since 8th gen. I'm not sure, Kermi. I think 8th gen is like the 7700. No, 7800K was the big one that stood for a long time, and then they did 8700K, which was the last one of the Intels to have like a gaming king crown, and until AMD took over. And then after that, Intel was playing catch up with 9, 10, and 11th gen, I think. But I think 8th gen was Intel, you know, kind of panicking with the Ryzen threat, and they took 7th gen and just bumped up the power because chips were hot. Huffed.
Who'll sell me their services? Outlander! Are you looking for... Wait. I know your face. You came back. How did we fare?
Expensively.
That's what I was afraid of.
The tame machines. It's hard to explain, but there was a kind of signal that calmed them. Your men got greedy, so it's gone now.
Gambling's a shoddy job, girl. I should have been a weapons dealer. That's steady work. Here, take it. The half I'd owed those hammer-handed chunks.
What do you mean half?
Half? I finished the job. And what was it you said? Enough to buy a more becoming garb?
What do you want? Carja silks? Ah, hoisted on my own purse strings.
You know what? I think there should be an additional bonus for, you know, what's the word? Risk?
Able-bodied adventurers.
Risk bonus? Is that a thing?
Family, but I'm not choosing.
No, no, no. Excuse me? Game, that's not the quest we want to do. Main. To curse the darkness. Hazardous work bonus. Yes, that's what it's called. Thank you. Thank you. How far away is this thing? Oof. We could do with a ride. Let's sell some stuff. Oh, we were supposed to buy one of each of these, right? For something? Sure. Let's waste the money.
Take a look at these wares.
But speaking of CPUs, isn't it great to have competition again? Is that all? Let's get rid of some of this bony meat. A couple of these sparkers. Some money back. Did that guy, did we just get bamboozled by this guy? Alright.
Still can't find all the best goods here.
Ah, you're back.
Nope.
Till we meet again. Everyone needs a splash of color in their lives. Come, let's talk it over.
Isn't it great to build a new PC, especially during chip crisis? What do you mean? Intel's a lost cause when it comes to GPUs. They've made a lot of improvements in the last few years. I wouldn't count them out, at least not from the like mid-range bracket. I'm mildly hopeful that their first gen will be relevant in the low to mid tier, and maybe a few generations later they'll have a relevant products. I think Gelsinger can pull something out of his behind. Yeah, Leo, graphics cards are expensive AF right now. Okay, what are we missing for this still? Fox skins and money. Right, so let's do the old manual run over there, and we'll look for foxes on the way. Oh, you're not paying, it was for your brother? Well, there you go. Your brother loaded or something? Buying a gaming rig in this economy? What am I looking for? Never mind. Just get out of here. Oof, I'm sorry to hear that, Kermi. So also I got in contact with the manufacturer of my of the motherboard in my NAS. I was planning on doing PCIe bifurcation to get all the expansion slots I need on the mini ITX board. Turns out, like, I wanted to do 16 to 4x14, 4x4. But unfortunately, turns out the board only supports 16 to 2 times by 8, which, I mean, that could still work. But the CPU I have, because it's an APU, it uses a bunch of the lanes internally for the iGPU. So I can't actually use those lanes for bifurcation. So bifurcation won't work at all, and my expansion plans are ruined, and my disappointment is real.
Looks good.
That's not a fox. Alright. Y'all got any more than foxes? That's a rat. That's a bacon. That's bacon. That's a raccoon. Oh, that's fair, Leo. That is fair.
Oh, useful.
Oh yeah, that healing. Let's grab all of it before we run into stalkers. How are we doing on the old Ridgewood? 700, that's good. Okay.
I'll tuck that away.
Foxy Fox. Oh, it's a blue, it's a blue. No, no, don't you dare. No. My loot. Did you stop there? Are you kidding me? Oh Jesus! Oh gee! Why are we?
Below.
No! Grab the loot, Aloy. That's a fox skin, and probably our death. No, we're good. We're good. Skyrim. Come on, girl. You got this. Skyrim to victory. Oh my god. The stuff I do for loot. Be still, my beating heart. Yep. Yeah, that's kind of where the market is. Unfortunately. Like the GPU I have, it's gone up. Like 600 euros in price. If you want to buy it retail. Like realistically, I should just sell it, pocket the money and buy something cheaper. But there's nothing available. Oh, you're not friendly. Oh, it does. It does. Okay, perfect. Oop. I'm earning that 3090 back, 1 Twitch sub at a time. Okay, can somebody do me the math? How many Twitch subs for a 3090? Like, what's the ROI? What's the ROI like? Or break even, I should say. How am I gonna get there? Just go down here, run around through stalkers? No, it's a saw. That's a sawtooth. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Oh, it'll not be fine. Okay, fine. I got this. Okay. Yep. Casually. Just fine. Healing. Flawless. Wait, are you Fox? You are not Fox. That's a leaf, Emily, not a fox. That, however, is a fox. Nope. You sneaky bugger. No. Don't you dare run away from me. No skin. On bone though. Somewhere around 1,000 subs. Yikes. So well, we're at around 20 subs per month now, so that means carry the one 50 months for the GPU. Okay. 50 months, so that's like 4 years. Are you telling me I have to milk this card for 4 years on Twitch?
Never know when I might need these.
Well, that's assuming we're not growing. Only around 700? Okay, so... well, that makes all the difference. What am I looking for? I'm just running around haphazardly. Foxes. There we go. Oh, that is right, Kermi. So it's actually double that. It's 100 months. So, you know, whatever, 8 years. Look, Kitty, I really don't have time to play with you right now. Oh, you counted it at 221 per sub. Okay. Oh, thank you. That makes a lot of sense now. So, long time. Gotta milk it long time. Don't take that out of context.
Signals for the trail.
Come on, Fox. Ooh, Fox.